Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. My name is Nina and I'm here to do a pick a card reading for you guys today. But before we get into the reading itself, I would like to remind you that these readings are general, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, I put timestamps below for each and every reading, so once you have found what pile you are drawn to, you can find the timestamp below and you can jump straight into your specific reading. I also do channeled work, and I have another channel called Pure Light Awakening, and that will be linked in the description box below, so you can find that there if you are interested in ascension work, awakening process, star beings, angels and such, then you can find that link below. Now, I would like to invite you to sink into your intuition. Ask your angels and guides to guide you, to pick either 1, 2, or 3, so that you make sure that you pick the one that was meant for you. The cards are the same, but the feathers are slightly different. So there's a pink, there is a blue, and there is a green feather. So you have to feel into, maybe there's a color that you're drawn to, maybe the cards and the way they're placed. Maybe there's something in the timestamps. Feel into where you're drawn, okay? So pause the video if you need more time, and I'll be back in a moment, and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you picked the pink feather, then this is the reading for you. I will put it up here so it will be part of your reading. Now, we have other cards we're going to use today too. I have the Fenestra Tarot here on my left, and I have the Shamans Dream Oracle here that we are also going to use. But I have picked 4 cards to begin with to do today. 2 oracle cards and 2 tarot cards that we're going to start with, and that's going to be your initial energy, and then we're going to clarify with some other cards as well. Okay, so let's look at what you got. Number 1, Merlin, Cosmic Knowledge. Beautiful card. Okay. Attachment, longing, desperation. Okay. And the tarot cards you got were 6 of Cups and the Fool. Okay. So that is the initial energy for you today, number 1. Okay, let's sink into these energies here. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there is a longing for feeling included, a longing for feeling loved, a longing for feeling at home. Okay, and you know, in this life, we often seek outside ourselves to other human beings to kind of fill that longing. But what I'm inviting you to do, and what I feel Spirit isn't trying to invite you to do, is to see that the longing that you're seeking is not with the humans, it's with Spirit, okay? It's that group or that love that you're seeking, that energy that you need in your life. Because with the 6 of Cups, that's someone who is thinking and reminiscing about childhood, reminiscing about days past, looking back. So there might have been that you miss somebody from childhood. You maybe missing of parents, missing of a friend, missing of the good old days, missing of the playfulness or the joy or whatever you had before. So that's why I feel like you're trying to look at what you need from other people. But imagine if everyone on the planet received from the divine all the time, to be filled up from the divine all the time, then everyone would be full of love and full of energy and wouldn't need anything from anybody else, right? So that's kind of what I am inviting you to do, is to start thinking of your family, the love that you need, the environment, the friendship that you need. You will always have from what is your true home, which is the spirit world, right? So invite that in more often. See that that's where you belong. See that the love you need will come from them. And then stop asking for that from other human beings, because other human beings are having their own experience and having their own challenges. And maybe they don't have the extra energy to give you, or the extra love, or maybe they are too busy to see you the way you want to be seen. So don't ask that of them, but fill up from the source, from the God source, from angels, from your spirit guides. Ask them to fill you up instead, is my invitation. And with the Fool card here, they're asking you to trust. They're asking you to boldly step into the knowingness of that you are safe and that you are loved and that you can get everything you need from them. Okay? Because it's cosmic knowledge here. And cosmic knowledge for me is the ultimate connection with the divine, knowing that they're present at all times, knowing that you have all you need. Merlin as well is the magician. And the magician in the tarot is the one who has all the tools he needs, right? So what they're trying to say is that everything you need is for the taking. You just have to open up and receive it. So if you're longing and if you're desperate for that love, for that togetherness, for that friendship, then turn to them. And if you do that first, maybe everything else down here around you in the 3D world will just fall into place, instead of you going to other people to try and fill that cup. Okay? So that's my invitation. But let's look at some more tarot cards here also, number one. I feel like this is actually a very beautiful message for you, number one. I feel like they're saying that they're here, they never left. They're and it's for the taking. You can ask them and they will give. It's that simple. But you have to also set aside the time to sit down and receive that energy and that love and that healing, if that's what you need, you know. Also, if you need help in healing wounds from the past, then invite the light in, okay? And let the light and let your spirit family help you with that. You don't have to do it alone, you know. Okay? So they're asking you to trust here. Very big message. So let's see what else you have here in the tarot cards. The Knight of Wands. So new energy possibly coming towards you. Moving away from the old into the new with the Six of Swords. And you have the options. Yeah, you can choose. Underneath, wow, Ten of Pentacles. But Ten of Pentacles is also legacy. It's not just money and riches and everything will be okay kind of card, but it's also the card of legacy. What legacy are you leaving behind, kind of, you know? So what I feel with this is that they're saying you have the options, okay? So it all depends on where your focus is, right? So you can choose to move away from that old way of thinking into the new. And there you will find the energy, the love, and the light that you need, right? So let us pull some more oracle cards as well. See what you get. I can pull these down a little bit. Oh, the one that just popped out. Unmarked Trail, Revelation. Yeah. There might have been this, that you haven't, you know, gone down that path before. Maybe you're new to this, or maybe you haven't been walking that path for so long, or you cannot see where this path is going. And so you're reluctant, and you're then seeking normally, of course, automatically out to other people for help. But I do feel like they're trying to tell you that you have the answers you need within you. Okay? So let us pull some more cards. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. Yeah, and that's what I felt here with the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups as well. That there might be some pain from the past as well. Some wounds, maybe the inner child needs some love and healing here. So they are saying that they are ready, if you are, to help you out with that. Many masks, the authentic self, yeah. So they're kind of reminding you of who you truly are here. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. There is home, you know, with the spirit world, that's home. This is temporary. This is just an experience that we're having right now. So they're trying to kind of guide you back into your authentic self here. underneath the deck. Vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Okay, so, you know, all this thinking that everybody else around you have the answers, or your brain have the answers, that's kind of ego saying that to you, okay? So your heart would tell you a different story. Your heart would tell you that because your heart knows your authentic self. Your heart knows where to look for answers. So, but your ego mind will try and take you away from that, because ego doesn't believe in that. So, yeah, I feel like the big invitation here is to trust, okay? To trust that they can help you, and invite them in, and set aside the time so that you can actually embrace this and integrate this energy coming towards you as well, okay? I want to draw a couple of charms in the end today. Excuse me. Ooh, the one that just fell out here. And that was the eagle. And that is actually something that I got from my boyfriend, who has been in the U.S. Air Force. And also this is a medal that he had in the U.S. Air Force. So there might have been somebody, there might be some connection with the military for you guys. Someone who has been in a war, or someone who has been in the military for a long time. Somebody who was in the big war, the Second World War, maybe has passed, is saying hello to you. But there might, of course, be different ways of looking at these as well. But the first initial feeling I get is that there might be somebody that you know that is kind of in the military now, or that has been in the military, or has some connection with the military. And their energy is kind of with you now, is what I feel. And their love is with you. Okay, whether they are here in the human form or not. Okay, so that's one way of looking at it. Another way is a medal is, of course, a kind of recognition of your hard work. So that might also be kind of a medal from spirit, saying that you're on the right path, and they are awarding you for your hard work, kind of. Now, this eagle can also, of course, be getting the eagle perspective, you know, looking at things from a higher perspective. So you have to take this as it resonates with you. You have a star here, and that's beautiful. That's a very lucky symbol. Wishing upon a star, you know, the feeling of your wish are being granted, kind of, okay? Now, you also have kind of a gem here, so they're asking you to shine. And you also have... This is actually the Pope on one side, and on the other side it is, what does it say? I am the... I cannot see what it says here. Can you see what it says? I am the Emmanuet. Conception. Okay. Okay, so this for me is, of course, very much connected to true faith, with the Pope as well. And I mean, that's just a symbol. It's not, you know, that kind of belief system that I'm getting to here. It's just a symbol, and this, I believe, is an angel. It almost looks like the angel that we have on the Temperance card for me. So it is a protection. I feel very much protection with this as well, that you're safe. Or maybe if you're having a person in the military that you're worried about, that they want to tell you that that person is safe, take that as it resonates. But it's also for me very much about faith. And that came also with the Fool card here. So again, I'm feeling like they're asking you to have faith. They're rewarding you for what you have achieved so far. They're inviting you to leave the old way of thinking behind, so that you can, you know, truly integrate this new light and be in connection with spirit. And they understand that you might be frustrated because you can't see the path moving forward. But again, have faith. Step into the authentic self. Ask them for help if you need to transmute pain or wounds from the past. And understand that your true family is them. And they are actually the only ones who can truly fill you up with the love that you need and deserve in life. So that's kind of what I have for you, number one. I hope this made sense. I hope you appreciated this reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Feel free to share my videos if you feel like somebody else could benefit. And I wish you very well on whatever it is that you are moving into here, number one. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number two. So if you picked this blue feather, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it up here. Now we're going to look at these 4 cards. There's 2 oracle cards and 2 tarot cards, and then we have additional cards and some charms that we're going to pull in the end. So these 4 cards is your kind of overarching energy to begin with, and then we can clarify a little bit further with other cards as well. So let us start. Kalima, spiritual transformation. Wow. Ancestors, historical connections and purposes. Wow, that's beautiful. Justice card and King of Swords. Wow. The first thing I heard was, you know the answer. Okay. I have a feeling for some of you, at least, that you are clairvoyant, or that you see things, or you see things clearly. So it might be in a spiritual sense, but it might also be in a mindset as well, that you see things clearly now. So there might have been some truth that came, that revealed itself recently. So if that was you, then I feel like you see things clearly now, and you can make a decision that's based on knowing all the facts. So that was for some of you. For others of you, as I said, I feel like this has to do with clairvoyance as well. They're also saying that there's a huge transformation happening with you, and your ancestor might be pulling on you and trying to connect and trying to help you along the way here. Okay, ancestors in spirit. So the Justice card comes up, and Justice card can mean many things. It can be about balance, the need for balance, or that you are in balance. Take that as it resonates with you. It can also be justice, as it says, like the meaning of the word, that you are getting justice, or there might have been something with legal things, you know, that it will tip in your favor, considering the other cards here. Or there might be that you are looking for justice within a situation, or, you know, that something has been off a little bit lately, and that you're looking to find the balance in the relationship, for instance, and you're looking to get that recognition or that justice. Okay, so from the cards I see here, it looks like that's going to happen. It's kind of good news. Okay, but I want to focus mostly on what's happening here in the middle, and I feel like that's it's a shift. I feel with you. I feel very positive, especially about these 2 tarot cards here. I feel very positive. I feel like something is tipping in your favor. And I feel like there's a transformation happening within you as well. And with this card here, I'm so certain that somebody in spirit is trying to connect with you. An ancestor, a grandfather figure, aunt, mother, father, you know, take that as it resonates. Sister, brother, a good friend that has passed, that is trying to connect with you. Okay? So I feel like the energies I get from these cards so far, number 2, are very positive. I feel hopeful. I feel safe. I feel like I know where to go. I feel like I'm being watched over. Okay? So that's kind of my initial feeling. So let's dig deeper into it by pulling some tarot cards as well. Oh, goodness. Oi, that one just popped out, and there was many that landed on the floor. Wow, that was really, and underneath the deck is the 2 of Cups, which is a partnership of lovers or whatever. Let me just pick up the cards from the floor here. They just flew out. If I can get a hold of them. Oh, there. Wow. Okay. Now that was special. Let us see number 2. Where are we going here? The Lovers again. Wow. So for some of you, this is about a relationship, you know. It can be, of course, a love relationship, or it can be a partnership, it can be friendship. You know, take that as it resonates with you. But for some of you, at least, this reading is very much about some sort of partnership or relationship. Now you got the star, which is, of course, a beautiful, beautiful card, wishing upon a star. But you also got the Nine of Swords here. And you got the Empress. That's beautiful. Page of Swords. And Three of Cups. Okay. Very interesting here. And it's very interesting that I put them out the way I did. That was just random, but you know, I see now why that happened. Because I have a feeling that, as I talked about for some of you, that there was some sort of situation that happened that where truth came to the surface and you now know everything you need to make the decision. Because I feel like that situation, if that is you, then that situation was giving you some sleepless nights and you were really worrying about that. And then the new truth and the new information came towards you. And the Page of Swords might have also delivered that in kind of an abrupt way. The pages are very young, you know. It's kind of the childlike energy, if you will, or the youth energy. And the Page of Swords, which is about the mental aspect, can of course mean new information, new ideas, something new came to the surface. But it can also mean that somebody was communicating in a not so very grown-up way, okay? Just to have that said as well. But I do feel like this is something that was needed. You know, I understand the worrying part. You know, we do that when we are we're faced with a situation where we have to make a choice. Maybe that was why the Justice card came up with a balance. It can also mean choice. But I feel like even though it might have hurt you, the truth that came to the surface, it was really, really important that it came to the surface when it did. And I feel like it was necessary for you to kind of jolt yourself out of something, okay? But now I see that you see things clearly. That's kind of the main energy here, is the King of Swords. So he has gained that perspective, you know. He has seen what he needs to see, and now he knows what he needs to know in order to make decisions that's best for him, right, or her. So that's kind of what I feel with that. Now you have the Empress here, which is someone who is growing and someone who is emerging. And that's exactly what they're saying here with the spiritual transformation as well. So you are in a growing spurt. You are in a situation now where you are really getting to know the spiritual side of you. Either it would be just, you know, trusting that you are looked over and you are protected and that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Or it might also be for some of you that you are considering working within spiritual field, or maybe you already are. Now, wishing upon a star, I have a feeling that it's connected with this ancestor card as well. So you might have been asking for something, praying for something, wishing upon something, and they have heard you, and they are working to try and fit everything into your path, you know. They're trying to, they're kind of working behind the scenes here to get that to you. But it will come to you when it's meant to come to you, though. So don't sit down and when it's coming, you know, I'm going to sit here and wait until it comes. No, you go on with your life, and they will work in the behind the scenes, and it will come to you when it's meant to come to you, okay? When it is the right time for you. Now you also have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups can be about celebration. It can be about a partnership. It can be about friends. For me, I have a feeling about a group of friends, a group of connections, a group of spiritual, like-minded people. I also have a feeling for some of you that is sisters, okay? There might be 3 sisters. And for some of you, I hear there's somebody out there where there were 4 sisters and now there are only 3. And for those of you who feel like that's you, then this is a message from that sister that has passed, okay? Saying that they love you, they miss you, and they are looking over you, and they want you to kind of celebrate and continue with your life moving forward. And they will always be there, you know, they will, because I kind of feel like there's a missing number 4 over here. That was a feeling I got. So that's for some of you, or there might be for some others of you that this is a group that was 4 people, but one has decided to leave, and so you're only 3 left, you know, take that as it resonates. But there was something about a grouping here, and for somebody, a sister, okay? But it can also be an invitation to connect with a group, to connect with like-minded people, okay? Now, I also am drawn to these cards over here, which is the Lovers cards. And for some of you, it might be a new love coming your way, or it might be a rekindling of a love relationship that you already have. But if that is you and you feel like that's you, then I feel like this is a very good card for that. The Star, the King of Swords, you know, you see things clearly now. Wishing upon a star, they are helping you with that relationship as well. And there might have been some sleepless nights of some worrying in that relationship, but I do feel like there has been some truth coming to the surface, and if it hasn't yet, it will, okay? So that's kind of what I feel with that. Yeah, I feel like that's it for the cards, and now I'm going to pull some... no, wait a minute, I have some cards over here. I got so into all the tarot cards here, I forgot the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Let's see if they have some additional messages for you before we pull some charms. Number 2. Okay. Root Girl. The disowned self. Okay. The roots can also mean your root chakra. The root chakra meaning, you know, the ground pillars of life, your family. So there might have been something about your foundation that has been rocked a little bit. Whether it be your family, or whether it be your house, or whether it be your work. You know, take that as it resonates. But the disowned self, there might be something within you that you don't want to see, and that it's kind of coming back up to the surface to be felt through now. So, you know, and if that's you, then, you know, you just set aside the time to feel it through, whatever it is, because it's not going to go away if you try and not feel it. That doesn't work. So you kind of have to set aside the time to actually feel that through, so that you can release it. Okay. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's kind of what I felt here that they're trying to tell you as well, that they are working in your behalf here. They are your partner, working forward. They are making things work for you, okay? Your higher self never will do something that's not in your favor. So I feel like that's a big message here. Underneath, you have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Okay, so there's abundance as well possible for you here. And that's also with the star here, that you have been wishing for something. And I do feel like it's coming, but it will come in due time. Just remember that, okay? So let us pull some charms in the end today. Let's see what you got, number 2. Now, you got 2 that was stuck together. That doesn't happen that often. But it was a heart with a hope, okay? So with that, I would say that there is hope in the relationship. There is hope in this partnership or friendship. But at the same time, I also see a black heart. So for some of you, you have to feel into the resonance of this relationship. And let's do a Marie Kondo. Does it bring you joy? Then you keep it. If it doesn't, you toss it, right? So feel deeply into your resonance about this person, I would say, if you feel like this is a relationship thing. If you feel like this person resonates with you and you feel like this brings you joy, I would invite you to keep on going with this relationship. But if this person makes you feel bad, I would invite you to maybe rethink that, okay? But anchor can also be something holding you back, though. It's you know, the symbolism is very often hope, but it can also be something that's anchoring you down. And with the black heart, there might actually be a relationship that's not good for you, that you need to let go of in order for you to soar. So take that as it resonates with you, people. Now, you got a O or a circle, the letter O. It can also mean something coming full circle, leaving the old behind, stepping into the new kind of thing. You got the shepherd's staff. So either you are invited to follow someone, invitation for a group maybe, but you might also be asked to step it up and lead. Now, this is kind of water, and there's a wave of water. So are you drinking enough water? Are you replenishing yourself? Are you, taking a bath, relaxing, making sure that you take care of you? Just a question. You also have the key to a heart here. So I don't know what's the key to your heart, number 2. But somebody might be coming with the key to your heart and trying to unlock it. So you will then answer the call or not. You got the Buddha figure, and for me that's very much about yogic belief system, Buddhistic belief system. So it might be an invitation for yoga, meditation, definitely an invitation at least for stillness and for stilling the mind. You got a teddy bear here, a little child's toy. So there might be children on the way, or there might be a child in your vicinity that has some specific meaning for you. It might also be an invitation to play more, to be more like a child, to look upon things more like a child. Now, you also got a flip-flop. And that for me is vacation. So I don't know if you planned a vacation, or if you're wanting a vacation, or maybe this is an invitation to take a break, take a vacation from your problems. Take a vacation, that's possible too, If you're struggling and having lots on your plate, it's allowed to just take a vacation from it. Just put it down for a while, walk away from it, and come back to it when you feel that you have the energy to. So that might be a message for some of you. For others, it might actually be book a vacation, plan for a vacation. And just the planning of the vacation is a vacation in itself, because then we go with our minds to the place that we want to go, kind of. And that does something to our mood and to the flow and everything within us. So that might be something you can look at as well, number 2. Well, I feel like that was the reading for today. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and feel free to share my videos if you feel somebody else might benefit from them. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and comment in the comment section below. I love to read all your comments. Thank you so much. I wish you the very best moving forward. Until the next time I see ya. Bye. Okay, number 3, so if you pick this green feather, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it up here. Now, these 4 cards is going to be the base energy for today. And we will, of course, clarify with more cards, but this is kind of the initial energy that we're going to read. And then we're also going to do some charms in the end today. So let's look at it, number 3. Hail, end of a cycle. Wisdom of the Magi. Mental clarity. Okay. Ace of Wands. And 8 of Coins. Okay. Okay. Let me just sink into these energies a little bit. Okay, yep. I'll start in one end here. I have a feeling for some of you that you're just kind of, you're showing up at work or whatever it is that you're doing, if it's a hobby or if it's work, or, you're showing up in the mornings. And you do your thing. And you then go home after it's done. But it's like, I don't feel like you're in it, okay? I feel like you're skilled. I feel like you do what you need to do. I feel like there's something you're doing that you're not, because I'm being drawn to the expression on her face. and I feel emptiness. I feel like, okay, I'm just doing this because I know how to, you know, but her heart isn't in it, kind of, is what I feel here. So this might be, of course, a hobby that you're doing. It might be a situation you are in. It might be a friendship. It might be, I mean, you know, take it as it resonates. But I do feel like the energy here is that you are participating in something where your heart is not in it. Okay? Where you're just kind of doing it out of duty, or doing it because you have to, or because you feel like somebody's expecting you to. You know, so that's a feeling I get here. They're asking for mental clarity here, wisdom from the Magi. So they're kind of asking you to, yeah, I feel like they're asking you to pull your tentacles in and to really gain clarity on what it is that you want. And with that, of course, they're inviting you to connect with them, with spirit, with the divine, with your higher self, because there is something you're kind of missing something. I feel like there's something you need to see that you're missing. So they're asking you to gain clarity on that now. Connect with your higher self. Ask your guides and angels to help you to see clearly. Okay. Because there is an invitation to end something now, or energetically it's being ended for you. Okay. So there is hope in the horizon, because you have the Ace of Wands here as well. So there's something new that's coming towards you. But I feel like there's something you need to end before you can kind of accept this new offer here. And this is coming from the divine. You know, this is divinely orchestrated, I feel. So for some of you, this might actually mean that you need to kind of consider a job change, or a change in group at work, or a change in your tasks at work, or a change in, maybe there's a group that you're a part of. Maybe there is a school that you know, an education you've started where your heart is not in it. They're asking you to rethink. They're asking you to look at it from another perspective. They're asking you to end something off, because there's something new and something better coming towards you. Okay, so that's the initial energy. So let us look at some more tarot. Now the Sun card had just popped over, so I'm going to take that. That's beautiful. And there's two that wanted to come out, so there's a choice here. Yeah, I see that. Okay, so there's choice here regarding something not working out the way you wanted to. New perspective, partnership, or choice. Okay. Okay. Underneath the star, beautiful. Okay. Now, because this is an energy I feel with you, though, because it's like, if your heart is not in what you're doing, this is the way you're going to feel after a while, because it's going to drain you from your energy. It's going to make you feel like totally depleted. It's going to make you feel like, I want to give up. Okay. And so that's why they're asking you to reshift your focus with this Hanged Man here. Gain mental clarity, you know, as they said, because there is a choice regarding, you know, the the Eight of Pentacles again here, the same as here. And you see the look on his face. He's not very happy. So it's a choice regarding a work situation or a project or something that you're doing here that's in need of some rethinking, because, you know, you see this person is blind. So they can't really see where they're going to move forward. And that might be why they keep staying in this energy. Because, but what else can I do, you know? But there is something else coming towards you. Have to, you know, there's a new way of thinking, or a new way of gaining that perspective. So there's a loving energy coming towards you as well. That might be, of course, a person, but it might be from spirit, or it might have to do with a partnership coming your way. Okay. Now you also have the Chariot, which is the card of triumph, and you have the Sun, which is the most positive card in the tarot, together with the Star, which is, you know, we have heard your prayers, and your prayers are being answered in due time. So there is something about shifting out of this energy that's making you feel like, I'm just doing it because I have to. You know, you have to follow your heart. You have to be true to yourself about what you really want. Okay. And this might be work, it might be a group, it might be friendship, it might be relationship. You know, take that as it resonates with you, number 3. But, you know, I feel like they're really asking you to rethink here, to gain that clarity that you need in order to make good decisions for yourself, okay? So let us look at the Shaman Dream Oracle and see what that has to say to us today before we pull some charms. Stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. Beautiful. Wow. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Yeah, you have to kind of seclude yourself to think thoroughly through this situation to gain that wisdom that's needed here. And that wisdom can only come from your higher self and your angels and guides, not from your ego, okay? And they are saying limitless possibilities. There is a new offer. There's something better for you here with the star and the sun and the chariot and everything. So, yeah, you have some thinking to do, number 3. Underneath the deck, lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Yeah, so the ancestor might be trying to reach you as well with some wisdom, with some information here. So I would definitely sit down in meditation and see if you can get some ideas, get some help. But most importantly, feel into your resonance. You know, where does this resonate for me anymore? Does it bring me joy? I mean, I'm keep coming back to Marie Kondo here. If it brings you joy, you keep it. If it doesn't, you toss it, kind of, because it's your life. You're supposed to kind of fill it up with things that brings you joy, and not things that pull you down or make you feel depleted or, you know, make you end up here. You're supposed to surround yourself with things that brings you joy, makes you happy, and that's it, plain and simple. So let's pull some charms. Oh, quite a bit that came out today. So this is a connection with nature for me as well. Maybe sitting, and there's a garden here, looks very beautiful. So maybe sitting out in the garden or sitting out in the sun on the beach or on top of a mountain or whatever, where you feel like you're connected. Because very often we will easier connect if we're out in nature with our spirit team and with our higher self. So it's an invitation for that. You got a fairy here as well, so that for me is very much about nature. That's kind of the nature guardians, if you will. And so maybe, and also maybe you see fairies. I don't know if you've looked into that, but that might be fun. You have a fish, and that's a lucky symbol for me. You have a baby foot, so maybe there is a baby coming your way or a baby in the family. But there might also be your baby as in a project, something new, okay? Starting up something new as well. And that's exciting. You have a heart here which says made with love. So somebody's sending you love either from spirit or from a human. And here is a little angel for you, kind of a cherub angel watching over you. Now you have a angel looking out for you. That's Archangel Gabriel. Might be coming with a message for you as well. So be open for that, to connect with, and the invitation to connect with Archangel Gabriel, to listen to that message, okay? You have the yin-yang, so need of balancing here. Something is in the need of balancing. You have a flower, which for me is blossoming, but again, in the invitation for nature. The peace symbol, yeah, I feel like you need the peace. You need to really find your peace, to find your wisdom. And also I feel like this shift will bring you peace, okay? That's what I hear. So there is a Father Christmas here, so there might be a gift coming your way. Or it might also be significant for Christmas. Something happened last Christmas, something happening next Christmas. Take that as it resonates. And you have a clover here, and that's beautiful. So that's another lucky symbol again. And you have the two swans that form a heart. So there might be a love relationship here as well. Take that as it resonates. Yeah, so it might be a loving relationship. I'm going to put it on the lovers here. So take that as it resonates with you. But I get a very good feeling about it. But there's also something about opening your eyes to the truth. Also something about seeing that person for what they truly are, you know, instead of what you want them to be. It's also something I hear. You also have the Eiffel Tower, so there might be a trip to Paris. There might be a connection to Spain, no, to France. But it also might be building blocks, you know, one on top of the other, that things take time, and that also a relationship, it takes time. It, you know, it needs to be kind of, yeah, you have to take one step at a time kind of thing. Now you also have a crab here. And they can hold on to something, you know, and never let go. So that's an invitation I have for you, is to look at what are you holding on to that you maybe need to let go of now. Number 3, okay? Maybe that old way of thinking, maybe that job or that project that you have. Is it time to let go now and to do something else? Just asking. This is all your decision. I will never tell you what to do, but I'm just reading the cards, and from my perspective, they're inviting you to rethink, to gain the wisdom, to make the adjustments you need to have a happy life, and to go down a path that brings you joy, plain and simple, you know. I feel a lot of positivity and possible solutions here, but I feel like they are really, really needing you to get out of this funk first, okay? So listen to your wise ancestors, listen to your spirit guides, okay? And this is an end of a cycle here, so they're kind of saying, the feeling I get is that if you don't do this yourself, then they're going to do it for you, kind of. That it's going to shift, because you don't want to end up with just doing something just because you have to. You want to end up doing something because you love doing it, right? Whether it be a relationship, friendship, job, or whatever it is, project or a hobby, you know, take that as it resonates, or you know, if you're studying something. So that's kind of the invitation for today, I feel, number 3. So I hope you liked the reading. I hope it makes sense. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and feel free to share my videos if you feel like somebody else can benefit from them. And also subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell also, so you get notified every time I upload a new video. With that being said, thank you so much for being part of this reading today, number 3. I wish you the very best moving forward, and until the next time I see you, bye.